Um, that said, now, hold on, I'm getting that all set up. I'm also gonna get the captions started. Sorry, things are a little jank. Hopefully, it'll be okay. All right, there we go. My YouTube isn't giving me notifications. It's actually probably not the YouTube. We were running into a issue, and I realized that the stream was unlisted, and so yeah, we were having YouTube issues. But now it's on, and so the YouTube minnows are back. And how are you today? Honestly, pretty good. I got to take a little nap before stream, which was nice. I was like working and oh, and also I have a VOD to put up on the VODs channel after this, which is great because it's been a while. While working on this stuff for the VTuber debut, I didn't have any VODs like uploaded. Are the YouTube minnows like in the left and we're on the right? Yes. Also, welcome in, Sam Waffles. Thank you for the raid. Hi YouTube, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, so you guys, the Twitch minnows are there and the YouTube minnows are there. MG, hi, I haven't been here for live before, super pumped. Welcome in, and hello, Pixel Chicks. I also like your username. First time catching since the new model, I keep getting blown away. Thank you. Two raids? Where's the other one? Hold on. Gotta go up. Did I miss a second one? We see. Oh, I also missed Clownling's resub. Hold on, gotta make sure. It's the only bummer about doing the chat here is that it doesn't highlight things very well. Can go up more. I can't see. I'm so sorry if we got another raid and I can't see it, but thank you to the other raid that came in. I'm sorry that I missed. Hi Critter, hope you're having a good day. And would you ever consider streaming a little earlier in the day? You only start stream at 1 a.m. for me. Oh my god. Honestly, I was actually gonna see if people wanted me to start later because it's still sunny outside right now. Your right eye is twitching. It wasn't even. It was probably just because I was like trying to figure out where to find something. And I'm sure it was reacting to me like squinting my eyes and trying to see. Ciao for a raid on Twitch. Clownling sub. Thank you. Smid's Queer sub. Thank you for Smid's Queer subs too. And also thank you, Ethan, for keeping track of that. Smid, isn't it Amir is queer? That's your username. I was gonna say it's Amir is queer, but thank you for the resub. I'm Smid now. It's okay. I was gonna say I had a feeling that I knew who that was. Also, woke up an hour ago. Thank you to Moth for coming in so early for you then. Anyway, I think we can switch over to drawing now. And sorry for my little critter. Sorry for the technical difficulties and the bit of the delay, but tonight we're going to be doing some figure drawing. I was just drawing little critter to warm up. This is my silly little guy. This is the first I've seen your new model. You look so silly. Thank you. I really do like it. It's quite fun to use. It's nice because it actually shows off how expressive I am, and I feel like part of a stream being at 7:2 is so we can help our kid with homework and dinners and stuff. Yeah, that's the other part of it. It's not like I'm doing this at this time just because. It's because we have a child who comes from school. Oh wow, Wrathfish, thank you for the sub. For me, it's always midnight when you start, which is when I go to sleep, so I just let the stream go as I doze off. Thank you, and thank you for watching even though it's so late. Oh, hydrate. Okay, I do actually have water. Thank you. I have no idea what that looks like on the VTuber model right now because I have my my art screen up. Sometimes I wish I could keep a little screen up in the corner and see what the model looks like while I'm drawing so I don't make any like scary faces. It'd be neat if that was an overlay. Alright. Now, my little warm-up critter. Live critter reaction. Was it like a pog, or are you just saying for having like a transparent overlay? For me, your stream starts at like the exact same time as I arrive home from work. It's nice. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad for someone it starts at a good time. Having the overlay. I see. Also, for tonight, one thing that you're gonna notice is I'm doing figure studies, but there are no refs on the screen, and the reason for that is because Twitch does not like nudity. So if you are like, where's the models? Where are the models that you're getting, and where are you drawing from? That's why. I'll be drawing the models like structurally, so that I can focus on the body structure without any of the nudity. Dainty Nico, thank you for the sub. But yeah, that's why I wanted to do figure studies. I need to do figure studies, but I made plans for the stream and then I checked Twitch's TOS because I could have sworn they allowed artistic nudity. And then it's like, no nudity at all. And I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna be doing this like to the best of my. It's like not even no boobies. You can't even show like hips exposed if you don't have a wrap or something, which is crazy. Or like no midriff. Now one thing, I can like feel that I'm not warmed up yet. Do you have a link to where you got the references? I don't, but genuinely, if you look up figure drawing poses on Google, it's like the first website that comes up. If you say the name, I'll remember it. Sorry this is rude, but what would you say is your job? Like, and imagine your grandma, like, imagine I'm your grandma at Christmas type. I mean, my grandma knows my job is Twitch streamer. I think it might be line of action. It's either line of action or is there another one? Oh, but what I tell people my job is, I basically say I make art content online and like help people learn how to draw. And people are sometimes confused how that is a job, but like after I show them my stuff, they kind of get it. They used to allow that stuff for TOS, but they changed it because people ran with it too much. Yeah. Also, welcome in Sharkfruit. Honestly, I'm glad that they don't, because I still remember the plague of hot tub streams on this platform, genuinely why I stopped watching because it was too much on IRL, yeah. I mean, it's frustrating because as an artist, like, it means that what I can practice is very limited, but at the same time, like, you know, you give people an inch, they take a mile, so I'm not surprised. Also, hello, Quinn. I'm not surprised, but I am a bit disappointed. Alright, let's see. Really, what it comes down to is, like, what people consider artistic or not. Because, like, I know my photos that I'm using are, like, for figure studies, but of course there would be people that will draw stuff that's just super not appropriate and argue the same thing. How are you? Pretty good. Today we're doing figure studies for stream. I'm warming up, so I'm a little stiff right now, as a heads up, like, so if what I'm drawing looks kind of dookie, that's why. We need Miku. I'm gonna be so for real with you, Ethan, my laptop, or my, like, stuff is all moved around, so I don't even know if I could type in to get Miku, but I can look it up. Hold on, let me get it for the hype train. I didn't even realize we had a hype train. We do one thing that we do when we get hype trains is we play Miku Fiesta, and I can do it really quick. Hold on, there we go. You could skip me. I got it. I already got it. That's fine. Also, thank you, Cyan. I opened Steam. The only trouble with my phone being where it is that I can't see any of the apps behind it. How's moving into your new apartment? We still haven't gotten keys, so that's something we're waiting on, but as soon as we do, we have plans to start moving stuff over. It's always, you know, I was gonna say, as much as it is hard to, like, see stuff around the phone and all the stuff on my desk, I think that Miku Fiesta cheers me up. Reminds me, I had an idea. If we had a Miku Fiesta for level 2, should we have triple Baka for level 3? Okay, I actually like that idea. The train just ended too. You know what? I'll let it go. I'll let it go because I will never be sad to hear Miku. Okay. I am gonna focus on this. Also, hello, Broom. Or Brume, I don't know how to say your name. Greetings from Mexico. Hello, Pokemon the movie, and thank you. Man, I can feel that this is like the first thing that I've done. This is one of the reasons I do figure practices, despite the fact that I feel like I'm pretty decent at it, is that just like when you haven't done it for a while, you can feel that you're rusty. Okay, Nick. Hello, Popsicle, welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you, I am. I found some honeysuckles outside and ate a bunch. Oh, that's beautiful. But yeah, I am having a great day. We're doing figure studies today since it's Monday, so it's a good day to do some warm-up stuff. I've always found... Oh wow, my torso is like way too short. Okay, I was like, why are things looking kind of weird? Hold on. This is kind of cheating because you can't really do this on paper. Which is the only reason... This is the only reason that figure studies on the computer are not always like the most helpful thing, because you can use transform tools, but I'm gonna try and just draw as much as I can. Actually, no, this is like super wrong. Alright, hold on, we're restarting. Any thoughts on the benefits of practicing live model versus figure studies? Oh, I prefer live model every single time, and I don't know what it is, but photos just look very flat to me. I find... I couldn't tell you why. Hold on, I'm getting like autism overstimulated by Miku Fiesta. I think I have to go back. I have to go back to the relaxing music because I'm like not warmed up and I'm like listening to really energetic music while trying to answer questions. Recommendations for coming up with less stiff poses? I struggle with fluid poses and I thought I'd ask because you're pretty good at posing and I love your art. Genuinely, it's just like studying real life poses and stuff. I would say that using reference is always like a good idea. Alright, hold on. God, I'm getting my ass beat. I need to start drawing in straight lines. It's too early. It's too early in the stream. Flatness of photos seems totally relatable. It's just like, it doesn't do anything for me. Alright, hold on. God, I feel like I'm starting all over again. It's been so long since I've just sat down and done like figure studies. Because usually I like can just kind of whip things out. But I think that that's why I need to practice, is like because I've gotten so overconfident. Hi, you're a VTuber now. Haven't caught a stream in a while. Welcome in. Studying anatomy is so tough I resorted to drawing Pokemon for the rest of my life. To be honest, when you study anatomy, you'll get better at drawing Pokemon, so it's worth it. Okay. I'm like actually kind of... Okay, I'm kind of crazy. I'm kind of crazy and goated with the saws. What if I just like... If I treat this like a pencil? What if I do this exactly how I would do this on paper? Yes, I am non-binary. Alright, hold on. Following my own advice. And then the pelvis is kind of facing. The viewer. What pronouns do you use? My pronouns are listed in my bio, but I use they, them, and its. Yes. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So the thing that's gonna get me here is that, like... I also think I made this ribcage, like, way too twisted. I kind of wonder if I could bring this in, because this specific reference seems like it's clothed enough that it would be fine. I really am struggling to look back and forth. I do have, like... This is part of the reason that I like doing live figure, because when I do, I don't have to look back and forth. I can just stare directly at the model while drawing on the page that I'm drawing on. Okay, okay. Let's try this again. I'm gonna draw smaller this time. This one is probably one of the most clothed models, so we should be fine. Doing voice training, and while I'm not very good at it yet, I'm super happy about it because I get to sound like what I think I should sound like. I can speak and go, hey, that's me who's talking. That's awesome. Death stare at the model because you're locked in. Apparently I have a pretty smiley resting face, but I don't know if that's even true anymore. Also, hello, howdy zombie. Zombie. Hope you're doing awesome today. I am, thank you. Alright, we're gonna try this again. I really do feel like stiff though. I even drew all day today. I think it's just because this is like, it's different live, right? When I do figure studies for myself, I'm usually doing stuff while I'm like just quiet or listening to music. This is one of the first times I've had to do it while I'm trying to talk at the same time. Whoa, welcome in 46 centimeters. Hello. We just started. We got 3 raids right at the beginning. Thank you for the raid. Us playing art. I hope it's okay. I'm like very locked in because I'm trying to get warmed up, but I hope you guys had a lovely stream. You're welcome to, and I was gonna say, what were you working on? Hope you're having a good time doing figure drawings. Thank you. I'm getting my ass beat, honestly. I just started for the day, so I'm like stiff as hell, but it's, you know how it is. It'll work out. I made the hips too small. Okay. If that's any indicator. I was just working on a live 2D commission. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. We made my model, like my critter model myself, but I've never done a model for anyone else. Alright. Okay, and then it's like, this part's more rounded. Okay, thank Christ alive. We finally got it. Also, I see the hydrate. Thank you. Trying to talk while doing anything makes it much harder. They did a study about that with talking on the phone while driving and found it was genuinely unsafe, so it makes sense that drawing and talking is different. Yeah, honestly. Also, your model's so cute. You did a great job. Thank you. Not an important question, but do you use a tablet? Oh, I do not use a display tablet. I use one of the plastic slab ones that you have no screen on. I think if I had to stare down all the time... Well, first of all, if I had a screen tablet, this is the view you would get all the time. You would not be getting any facial expressions or anything. That would probably be really scary, actually. But yeah, I use like one of the slabs. Oh, I think I did that. That's fine. But yeah, I need to hop off to do some more work. Have a great stream. No worries, and thank you for the raid. Okay, that's a little better. Hello, welcome in. Hello to the YouTubers and to the Twitch streamers. Allergies are kicking my ass. Any recommendations to make it better? Zyrtec and tea with honey. The plastic slab nearly sent me into a villain arc. I love my slab. I love my cursed slab. My cursed slab has been here for me since before anyone else was, and I tried using a display tablet and I hated it. Also, I said torsos for this, but like, I realized that just drawing torsos when I can't draw any of the detail or like fat because of like Twitch TOS would be so boring, so I guess we're just gonna draw full models now. It's fine, don't worry about it. How do you do figures so good? I'm just kind of struggling with them in general. I haven't made much progress. So I am going to be doing videos on figure over on YouTube, which is what this was supposed to be and why I was supposed to be studying torsos. Before I checked Twitch TOS literally no more than 10 minutes before stream, and I was like, ah, god damn it. But the answer is learning the different parts of the body individually and then putting it all together Frankenstein style. Practice, basically. Usually watch the VODs first time catching a stream live. Oh, that's awesome! Welcome in! Alright, so the thing that's gonna get me and get my ass the most. The ribcage is opening like this. Right? Okay. Okay. Yup. which means, but the pelvis and the lapel is like twisting. Because the belly button's kind of like turned towards us and like, okay. And then this is opening up towards us. Pelvis is opening up towards us, but just ever so slightly. Okay. Wooden dolls for things to help them with proportion. No, I don't like the wooden dolls. So here's what the wooden dolls are good for. Do you need like a really quick gesture of like something for like a comic and you're drawing cartoon characters? Wooden dolls will work good for you for perspective. But for stuff like this, they will not. Like, I don't like them. I find them deceiving. I find them pretty stiff. I also find that they don't like actually actively teach you how to break down fat and bone that well. Because, well, they're made of wood, not flesh. But they're fine for comics. Like I said, if you want to get like foreshortening for comics or something, they're not a bad start. I just don't use them very much in like my regular art. So the other thing we're gonna do in this, because I'm crazy, is I'm also gonna try and get like some values down. We're going back to my roots. I'm doing. I gotta, because I shouldn't be this stiff, but it's good to get practice in. Okay, so the other thing I'm gonna do is, hold on, shoulder, armpit is like here. It's okay. Oh, thank God. I finally feel like I'm able to draw again. It was the beginning, it was just the body that was killing me. Okay. And then we got the hand here. I'm not even touching the hands. Like, I'm just gonna plane it out. Because why do that all? Hello, first time I've caught stream. Welcome in, Windcat Studios. I hope you enjoy your time. And we're gonna knock this back a bit, just so it's easier to see. I think I made the shoulder too big. Even, like, technically, this person has, like, a bit of a bonier shoulder than I've given them. What character are you trying to draw? Can you not see? I'm not drawing a character, I'm just doing figure studies. Figure studies are basically where you take live models, although in this instance I'm using a photo model, because I don't have a live model, which I wish I did. Live models are, like, honestly kind of in this, I don't know, remember the word. I'm too locked in to remember the word. Basically, live models are a lot better because you can get dimension that you can't really get from a photo. I find that photos flatten figures a lot, but they do that with like human faces too. Hello, I'm from India. Welcome in, Dexter. More intuitive? Yeah, there's another word that I'm like thinking of. No. It's not like what the model provides. It's like the word invaluable, but not the word invaluable. I think that I become dumber while I'm like trying to do art that is challenging to me. This is part of the reason that I usually do just like work art during streams, because when I'm actually like struggling, I'm like, oh my God. Also, the arm is like super duper not in the right place. Not indispensable, not priceless. My God, the word escaped me. Thought we were trying to draw a character with a human body. No, I don't even do characters when I do studies. I mean, like, if I like any of the poses I end up using, I might use it for art, but invaluable, I think, is what I was trying to say. You're putting a lot of brain power into trying to learn. Yeah, normally, if I was doing this in a studio, I would just be listening to Radiohead and, like... I would be listening to Radiohead and locked in and probably making the scariest facial expression ever known to man. But that's... now I gotta entertain. I committed to the bit. Irreplaceable. That... yeah. I also think I made the legs too thick. a lot of this will be easier for Europe, and I haven't been able to catch a stream since debut, but I'm so excited for Uni. Can I put them in my long-running comic if I'm planning on selling it at cons? I don't mind. I honestly, like I said, Uni is for everybody. Uni could show up in everything. The devil shivers when critters focus on drawing. Alright. So this part of the leg is a little weird, because this is like right where... Also, that was like the shortest playlist ever invented. However, the good news is, I did make a playlist of all of the stuff that we use in streams, because people were asking for me to make a playlist of like all of the things that we play in streams, just like because they like my music, I guess, and I'm like, that's cool. So I did do that before streams, so I can send that now. I can like open it a new tab. There we go. But yeah, if people wanted the playlist that we play in streams, there it is for YouTube, and there it is for Twitch. Guys, help. I had the one to do literally everything: streaming, making videos, art, comics, making a website, and I'm like, I don't even know where to start. Lots of love from someone who usually doesn't have the motivation to do anything. I mean, honestly, starting with one thing and then building on gradually is usually the best way to go. Also, when does the mail usually go out? At the end of the month. Now, if you're talking about just like shop orders, they usually go out once every 2 weeks. But my mail guy, Mr. Forrest, has been sick, so I've just been waiting on him to do the like mail information for it. And once that's done, I can start packaging it. He just has a system that he uses that I usually don't mess with. Alright. Let's do this leg. Oh, also, what was your question, Kobold Nest? If you're out of ads now, then yes, you are more than welcome to include Uni in a comic. Alright. Character is so cute and your content is way different from others. Thank you. I think there are a lot of people that do really good art content, though. I appreciate that you like mine. I would never be not flattered by that. Although if you like what I do, I would recommend checking out Pcat, too. Pcat's someone I really look up to. Okay, so right off the bat, one of the things that I'm seeing is that the legs, I've made them too thick and I made them too short. Who's Uni? I wasn't able to sit through the entire debut stream and not sure if I missed anything. So the end part of the stream, what we did was we did a character design. Hi. Wait, please, no, don't make them mute. I'm like so overstimulated right now.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No. No?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just like focused and trying to do the pose and there's a lot of noise.
Well, hopefully me feeding them will make less noise.
Yes.
Because I was in the shower and they were screaming from outside the shower.
Yes, I did hear that, but thank you. I also think I just made the torso... Is the torso too small, or am I like making the legs too... But anyway, to the Uni question, Uni is like a character that the chat designed using polls that everyone decided that instead of one person getting Uni, everyone gets Uni, and it's a character that everyone shares. Okay. How do we see Uni? If you check the Discord server, Uni should be in there. Okay, let's see. Honestly, I might switch topics if I can't. I'm realizing that, like, studying something that's difficult for me during a stream is maybe not the best idea. Because as much as I like doing figure studies, I can't really answer questions well while doing it. I could keep trying at it. I had to take my headphones off. I think there was just too much stimulus. I was like, music, noise, and answering questions. I was like, ah. Finally, a YouTube stream. Yeah, the YouTube streams weren't working for a bit for some reason, but I think we got it all figured out now. Mostly, I'm just wanting to make sure that I'm doing stuff that's actually interesting to watch. And, like, I feel like just watching me go, hold on, hold on, hold on, and then, like, going silent for a bit can't be very interesting. That's okay. It's your stream, we're just swimming in it. You gotta do what you gotta do, friend. Thank you. Do you have ADHD? And if you do, what tips do you have for those who struggle with consistently drawing? I have ADD, which is, I mean, like, they kind of grouped them all together, so I'm not really sure exactly if my tips will help. But I think part of the problem is that I don't struggle with consistently drawing. I kind of have always struggled with, like, drawing too much. Like, I would draw and get distracted from what I was supposed to be doing. The thing is, I'm getting... ADD isn't really a thing anymore. It's now considered inattentive ADHD. Interesting. Yeah, because I just don't have the hyperactivity. I just have, like, the not paying attention. Same thing now. I think it's like a... like, they're all like a spectrum kind of thing. I'm gonna, like, block this. Inattentive as fuck. I was gonna say, it's never... I don't have any energy, actually. I'm usually very sleepy. I mean, I think I get energetic on these streams. But yeah, drawing has always been kind of, like, my go-to, like, do this instead of paying attention activity. So, I wish I could help, but I don't. If anyone else has things that they want to share, you're welcome to. Critter has standard definition and attention deficit. You deserve it in HD. Okay, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Thank you for making me smile while I was, like, locked the fuck in. That made me feel better. Sorry, anytime there's, like, technical details, like, while I'm live, not details, technical issues, because trying to get the YouTube stream set up, there was, like, stuff going wrong. It's, like, there's that initial panic at the beginning of stream always gets me off, like, my game, and I'm just like, ugh. So I think now, combined with, like, doing something that I'm like, why is this so hard? There's, like, a little more of a tilt to it. It almost looks like... okay, wait. The foot's here. The foot's here. And then this foot's here. They're like... they are kind of right next to each other, even though it's deceiving. It is kind of crooked. Also, I was thinking about this. I really wanted to talk about this specific topic, and then I, like, fell asleep and napped, and I almost forgot it, but I'm glad that I remembered it again. I was gonna ask if anyone knows what I mean when I say having, like, a signature smell, or, like, something that you want to smell like. Like, I don't know if anyone here is, like, a scent guy, or, like, likes perfume, or, like, other kind of, like, soaps and stuff. And recently I've been like thinking about it for me because I love like scents. I love like smell. Lavender is mine too. I like lavender, rosemary, and mint. Those are my favorite. I love smelling like honey. That's beautiful. I love honey. I love honey, the food. Ah, why did an ad come up? Um, okay, wait. So like, why? Why? I think because this part of the leg is actually shorter than I'm drawing it. Um, I also feel like I've made this too long. Rosemary, yes, yeah. Forest scents. Not a scent bro. Like, I don't know the notes or whatever, but I sure love smelling like bubblegum. Honestly, I'm not like a scent bro, I just like smells, you know? I think being a scent bro is different than just enjoying something. Okay, you know what else? I've totally got the shape wrong of the leg. My cousin gave me pecan waffles body spray, now I smell like a bakery. I have a hazelnut coffee one that I used to use a lot. And I only stopped using it just because it was the only one that I had, and I like wanted to mix it up a little bit. I'm not a scent guy, but I would love to have a signature smell. So I'm glad people at least know what I'm talking about. I've recently, because I think there's a lot of ways to do it, right? A lot of people, when they think about smells or when they think about scents, they think about perfume. But I think there's more than one way to like make yourself smell like something. And some things that people don't really consider are like your soap or like your body wash. And I think that, or like other things like lotion that you use. Shampoo, soap, body wash, lotion. For me, I have like a hair rinse that I use in between like shampoo days because I don't want to like dry out my hair. And so I like try to look for similar smelling things to use for all of those different things. Like I have a lavender I have a lavender soap bar and a rosemary and mint hair scrub, and then my shampoo is lemon. So they all go together like really well. Or it's like lemon poppy seed, I think, specifically. And I'm new here and not really, I just didn't, asking, do I have permission for you to be the main character in comic? I don't mind if you make me in a comic. Do you mean me, like Critter? I don't mind. Critter is free to draw forever and with whatever. Alright. I'm still looking for a perfume that smells like freshly cleaned linens. What you're gonna want to look for is things with cotton smell, or like clean cotton. Actually, we just got Nova a bar of soap the other day that has like summer linen or like cotton smell. I can't remember exactly what. Fresh cotton, that's what it was called. Because I know that that's something that a lot of people want to smell like is like clean laundry. Okay, it's looking a little better. I think the torso is still too... This is the problem with shrinking everything to the legs. I'm gonna cheat a little bit just because I've been doing this for so long. But if I shrink it, now the legs are a little more proportional. And then I have to move the one over. So we just got Nova a bar of soap. Camera pans to a soap with suspiciously minnow-shaped item inside. No. You guys are safe. Okay. Also, Nova is our friend and roommate. He's actually the person that's behind me right now. Every so often, I will have to take a break, and Nova will come in and draw a little bit while I'm gone. So if you ever see the segment where someone's drawing the minnows getting eaten by a little creature, that's Nova. What do you think a Glaceon would smell like? I would definitely want my scent to represent a Glaceon. I personally think... Also, that's another reason I bring up scents, because I feel like character scents are a huge thing for me. Like, I can imagine... Like, I like to imagine what things would smell like when I'm, like, either reading or, like, drawing or creating characters. Glaceon definitely strikes me like jasmine and mint, personally. And that's not just because of, like, personal bias. Glaceon is not even, like, the evolution that I personally, like, relate to most. I just think that because jasmine is a very, like, sharp smell, and mint is as well. Specifically, like, spearmint or, like, peppermint, I could see, if that makes sense. And did you find a place already? Yes, we did, and also got it. Also, I'm like... I'm getting my ass beat! It's the first pose of the night. I'm dying. I made the upper body too big, I think. Alright, alright. So... I even thought that this was a, like, pretty chill pose. My hubris. I'm like, oh, it's fine. The contrapposto isn't even that deep of a twist. Your new place already seems quieter. I'm gonna tell you, we are not even in the new place yet. We haven't gotten keys yet, but I can understand why you would think it feels quieter because had everything. I asked everyone, well, not asked everyone, I just asked if Forrest could feed the cats before stream because I'm, like, vaguely overstimulated tonight. I'm like, I think if there's any more sound, I will die. But yeah, we have to get keys. We get keys on May 1st. No more farter. Actually, unfortunately, there might be more farter where we live just because of it being in the same city. Okay, so here... The boys love yelling. One boy. Harbor. No, he literally does. He loves to scream. Oh, all of this to say, I think that Laika would smell like peaches or like apple. Because something that, it's like it's just like a random fact that I know that I don't even know if I've even said. But Laika gets, like, soap bars from some of the people that she does jobs for. Because soap is something that, like, you can make at home, especially if you have, like, access to, like, the things that you would use to scent it. So I imagine that she gets a lot of soaps from people that she does odd jobs for. It's just a regular figure practice day because I was feeling kind of rusty. I'm feeling a little better now, but God, the first, like, 30 minutes of stream, I was getting my ass beat. She also does like fresh fruit, but, like, it's because she gets bars of soap from the people that she works for. Meat demonstration, that's a way to put it. I thought it was funny. Of course I see the stream after I turn my brain into mush. What I can describe making a fluffy homunculi character. Do not worry, I feel like mush right now too. So my brain also feels like mush. You're not alone. Let's unmush our brains together. I think we can do it. I'm, like, already kind of getting this pose better than I was, like, 10 minutes ago. I still think that I have the hand at the wrong spot. Like, it's too high because in this one, you can get, like, a glimpse of underneath the arm. But honestly, I'm gonna take the win. I'm gonna take the win that I could get the legs and just be like, a win is a win. How long will it be till you're streaming from the new place? Genuinely, I will not start streaming there until I have all my creature comforts, like, to stream over at the new place, which means desk, any way to sleep there, and all of our utilities transferred over to the new place too. That's the big one, because, you know, you can't stream at a place you don't have internet at. Let's see. I froze for a second? Uh-oh. It looks more dramatic the way you drew it. Thank you. Ah! I drew the back arm too short. You knew I drew something wrong. I drew the back arm too short, and I think I drew the shoulder too low. Okay. But that's also why... I think you aren't getting some of the armpit. Because, like, if it were here, you would get some of it. I almost know nothing about your first sentence, so teach me more about them. Would you like me to join the creation of the comic to help write it? No, I don't need any help writing my comic if that's what you're asking, but thank you. My character Critter is my VTuber avatar. But I was gonna say, if you want to draw it, that's more than okay. It doesn't have any, like, super strict lore other than just it's a beast and it lives on an island called Fourleaf Island. You're streaming on YouTube? Yes, it did just start recently. Because I was originally just streaming on Twitch, but now I'm dual streaming YouTube and Twitch. Let's see. It's 2 a.m. I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night, every neon. No worries. And thank you for stopping by. Alright. That looks a bit better. The arm crook is a little weird. Like, I think the elbow could be better. Also, I made the upper arm too thick. This needs to slim out more. But once it does, I think that'll be more accurate. Okay. That's better. What, the scallop? Hello, Lemmy. Okay. There we go, there we go, there we go. Also, just trying to check that the music is still going. Okay, good, on Twitch. Sorry, I always like to run over there and make sure that everything's going okay. I'm cursed with, like, autism depth perception, because I literally cannot surmise where things are on the taskbar unless I'm looking at... I think I've said that before, like, I can't walk downstairs unless I'm looking directly at them, and this translates over to digital space too. If I'm not, like, looking at something directly, I can't see it. Or, like, I can't imagine where it is. You're cursed with Leica. Is that an autism thing? Autistic. Yeah, it's like a motor skills thing. And I'm just still not satisfied with the navel. I'm like, are the hips still too small? I'm gonna, like, box it out in case that's what it is. Also, hello, Lemmy. You're gonna see me get my ass beat for, like, how long have we been streaming? 2 hours and 5 minutes. But I at least have gotten this pose better than I had it, like, a little bit ago. Growing. No, it's, like, super not rounded enough. Ah! It's okay, figure drawing is always a fight, but it's a fun fight. Of course this is some horse shit you would pull. Harbor, you've been fed! I come back to, like, 5,000 sniling critters. Okay, okay. Now... Go my snilers. Go my snilers. I am gonna fix this. No. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to do this the way that I would do it if I was drawing on paper. I'm gonna do another pass. Welcome back. I just want to say you're very inspiring, and I'm trying out Clip Studio animation thanks to your tutorial. Oh wait, that's awesome, Mona Luca. I'm so glad to hear that. And do you have a favorite type of physical art media? Yes, I prefer colored pencils. Pencils and colored pencils, although I do also really like working with ink. Also, 2 people asking if they want to, or if I'm accepting critique. Also, I also saw you ask Lemmy. I prefer to figure stuff out on my own, if that's okay. I think I just take a little longer to shake off the rust, but I will be okay. I have like a way of doing things. It's just, this is less of like a I'm teaching lit night and a more of just a I'm getting my reps in. Okay. There we go, there we go. Yeah, I gotta fight demons with you guys. I know I always talk about practice. I like sharing, but not everyone needs it. Yeah, no, I literally just need to lock in. For me, when I like look back and forth between the ref, I can see the things that I'm like that need to get touched or like need to get fixed up. But I do best just like focusing and like doing gradual passes. I'm also practicing figure studies, and you just made me realize I have the exact same perception issue. If stuff is not in my face, it's not there. It's not! I forget it. Like, if I can't see it on the my field of view, which is kind of a problem, because, like, some of the refs that I have are not clothed, and I'm like, how am I gonna, like, pull these onto Twitch? They're gonna kill me. They're gonna get my ass. So I might have to get different refs. The other thing I'm gonna do tonight, I think, is I am gonna do like a value study of the figures. But like just a black and white one, like no midtones. Funny how being an artist feels. Learning is the best way to get off of being too critical. I will just chill and learn. Yeah. If you're using line of action, there's a little box you can tick that only shows clothed models. I might have to go back and do that. I was doing it on my phone. I was getting, because they weren't showing me, you know, some sites are not very good on mobile, because I think I was using line of action. I could not see anywhere where it allowed you to ask for just clothed models. But I can always try again on my desktop computer. All right. Oh wait, it's the Animal Crossing island. I love the Animal Crossing Island OST. I think I've said this before when we were like streaming, but the amount of times that I've come to this island just to look for like bugs for hours, it's endless entertainment for me. Animal Crossing New Leaf Island, I miss you so much. There's so many things that I wish about Animal Crossing New Leaf that were different, because I think otherwise it'd be a really great like game. I think we talked about it on another stream, but the fact that you can only change your skin tone by tanning is really frustrating. I'm so glad, endlessly glad that they updated that in the new games. But like, my pillow! I just realized my elbow pillow is on the Never Drawn Knees Your Way. Low-key helpful. Oh my god, it's so helpful. Please, please. It's, when you draw knees, like, well, generally speaking, I draw a lot of figure, boxed out, or like done in like straight lines in boxes. That's in part because I was a 3D student, and so when I like think of figures, I'm thinking of them like 3D objects that I could model. Generally speaking, it's not going to be perfect, but I do this because it made modeling a lot easier. Also, something I'm seeing. Okay, wait, hold on. It's like almost. And then... Okay, I think I'm actually getting this much easier this time. It's not perfect, but we're getting it. Watching you struggle with your work occasionally reminds me of how uncritical I am toward my own work. Honestly, I don't even think that that's a bad thing. I think sometimes you do need to play toys. Like, if I was like this every single day and doing drills every single day, I would go insane. I would, like, hate art. But you do have to do this every once in a while because this helps you not feel stiff. I think I've said it before on previous streams, but if you ever get to the point where you're, like, not satisfied by anything you're drawing, or worse, you don't know what to draw but you want to, it's likely that you need to do some drills. And it's just because as artists we reach like plateaus or like ceilings of like what we're capable of drawing with our current skill set at the time. And that's what doing drills is good for. It like basically teaches you new skills so that you can do new projects and take on new like accomplishments. Did you study 3D modeling or animation? I studied... So our schools taught us to be generalists. And because of that, I actually wound up really hating 3D. And I've talked to people in the industry since then. They were like, oh my god, why did they teach you like that? And I'm just like, haha, I don't know. But I learned modeling, animation, textures, rigging, like everything. And I never really found my like forte. Ironically, the thing that I liked the best was figure drawing, which is something that was just an elective or like something we had to take like as a supplemental, but you know, we weren't supposed to keep taking it, and I did. Is it weird to say I kind of enjoy figure studies? Not at all. Despite the fact that I spent the first hour of the stream screaming, I also like figure studies. That's why I do it even though it's hard. They're something that make me remember that I like the challenging aspects of art. Even if they are hard, I like the challenging aspects of art. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the fingers more true to the model, but still blocked out, not fully like doing all of the human form is so fascinating. It is. It's very beautiful to me. I love it. This is something that you got to do every so often when you write comics. Like if you are not getting in your figure reps, you will feel it as you write more of your comic. Simply because you get stiff. Something that you get like warned about when you are a comic writer is not to do like talking heads in comics, which basically just means you don't do the same like head poses over and over and over again. The fingers. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna block those out again because that's gonna drive me nuts. And there's no reason to go nuts over fingers. It's a gesture night. Okay. Talking Heads? Okay. Oh, you mean like the band. No, Talking Heads in comics is essentially just where you have panels that are just like the characters' heads over and over again, like no pose, nothing. And this is fine for a few panels. Like, there are sometimes panels you need to do that. But if it's like the only panels that you've done, you're gonna start to feel it and be like, why do my panels feel so boring? Well, it's because you haven't done anything other than just a talking head for like the last few pages. Alright, so the cool thing is, now that this is a little better, I love drawing different poses and stuff. Oh, me too. Like I said, despite the fact that I spent a lot of time screaming at the beginning of the stream, I actually do enjoy this. I just don't like warm-ups. Also, good morning, Inexo. Surprisingly, I've been able to draw 3 drawings a day for the past few days, and I just got lost in the sauce. Like, you good way got lost in the sauce? Like, got your drawings done? Or, like, you stopped being able to do it today? Because either way, that's still impressive. It just means you might need a break day today. Alright. Okay, so what's bothering me about this head now is that I'm not getting the underneath the neck area very well. Yup. Let's get that. And I'm literally just going to block that in as a shadow, like, right now. Get that done with, because that makes my life a lot easier. Okay, cool. And the ear is opened up a little bit more. Nose. This is the part... I'm not going to do the details of the face because I value my sanity for tonight, but I am going to draw the structure of it. I now have a child sourdough starter? Oh wait, that's awesome. Good way. I got them finished. Oh, that's awesome. To the drawings question, Inquisition. Okay, wait. These eyebrows are a lot softer than I'm drawing them. They're up, but their arch is a lot more of a slope. Okay, cool. Like I said, we are not drawing the structure of the face. I want to maintain my sanity. My friend's arguing because one of them said the other gives off shrew energy. So now I'm drawing him as a shrew. That's beautiful. I'm glad. Force assigned fursona. Sometimes that's the way that you get a fursona, is that people are just like, that is your animal now. Germa being turned into a rat. Actually, there's this Pokemon animator named Master Trapmon that I was just obsessed with drawing his art style because of his new AMV. That's very cool. Genuinely, sometimes the best way to start doing art or like trying something out is just find something that inspires you. Okay, hairline. Me. I'm not going to draw the details of the face. Me. Where's the hairline start and end? Shaking my damn head. It's okay. I mean, if I'm doing value studies, I should maybe like at least small mammal. Oh. Someone asked what a shrew was. I was like, me? I am a medium-sized mammal. Thank you. Okay. I actually think that her hair is a little closer to the head than that. And it's more... Yup. And... Oh, wait, this back shape here is not correct either. Yeah, it tucks and stays a little closer to the back of the head. Okay. Cool. Note that they didn't say big. I'm not gonna say that I'm tall. I'm not gonna lie. The other thing... God, I made the head too big. Every day I suffer. I'm cheating. Doing what I can't do on paper. I don't care. Thog don't care. I'm also streaming, which I wouldn't normally do if I was doing figure studies, so you know what? I get to cheat a little bit. Okay. Dope. Awesome. Very cool. We're gonna do the harsh shadow there because that's there. Cheats are enabled during stream. Only during stream, though. However, this is making me realize that I need to get my reps in on paper if I'm getting my ass beat by just, like, a very simple, like, standing pose. Like, girl, it's over. Okay. I'm literally just gonna draw this as a line because I'm sick. I'm tired. Okay. Critter can levitate now because the creative mode is... Okay, it's kind of buddy. I feel you, man. I always mess up the proportion of heads. It's because I started as a cartoonist. I always draw the head too damn big. It's like my curse. Okay. This is the part that's interesting to me. Why does it round like that? And I think despite the fact that it's like coming in, there is actually like a little bit that overlaps in front of the pelvic area. Interesting. And then... Okay, cool. Head tilt so cute every time. I don't even realize I'm doing it. I think this is just like something that I do. God, if anyone knows Coraline, YB from Coraline did that. Like the kind of like sideways head tilt. And ever since I saw that, I'm like, oh my god, someone else does it. I sometimes practice figures, but I always love drawing chubby cartoon animals built with circles. That's like my comfort thing to draw, is little creatures. I love YB. YB's everything to me. He's my Lala. Like, when I was younger, because the movie came out when I was in, like, elementary school, I had a crush on him. I'm really glad they included him in the movie, too, from, like, a writing standpoint. I feel like he adds a lot to the movie. I think Coraline... Now, I understand why book Coraline was alone, but, like, for a movie, it's just nice to have someone for her to talk to. Still have yet to see that movie in full. It's absolutely worth watching. Also, the hand growls. It's okay. It's fine. I'll live. Also, the light bulb is still not where it's supposed to be. It's fine. It's fine. I need to get, like, the abdominal diamond. Because this is, like, the part that's getting me. The animation is so good. I love stop motion animation. Forever and ever I will love stop motion. I think the shorts are too high. And also this is not this is not rounded out enough. YB made me realize being weird was something other kids dealt with too and wasn't alone. Yes, absolutely. Well, honestly, both YB and Coraline in that respect. They were both weird and autistic in their own ways, which I loved. They were weird and autistic in their own ways, and that didn't make them like each other immediately, which was, like, real as hell to me. I was like, oh my god, it's just like when other autistic kids don't like me. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Now, with the undertones... Or with the undersketch gone, not undertones. You okay? Okay, okay. I'm not gonna do the elongated shadow. The autism PvP is very real, unfortunately. It's just what it's like when you're an undiagnosed autistic kid. Okay. Now I have to do... I am gonna do one tone, but I'm not gonna just do black and white because I think that would kind of knock away some of the detail that I've done. Do you do anything art related besides drawing 3D models, such as plushie making? Well, so I do a comic, and I like do a I do a webcomic and I do some animations, but if you mean like more than just digital art, I have other hobbies that I do for fun. Like I have a scrapbook that I make, sometimes I play with clay, and on Wednesday I'm going to be doing bracelet making on stream while yapping, which will be a much more relaxed stream than this, admittedly, so that'll probably be a lot better way to ask questions and talk personally. I don't crochet though, although it does intrigue me. Excited for bracelet making? I am too. I think it'll be, like I said, that'll be a much more chill stream. So if you have like burning, dying questions that you want to ask of me, don't ask them now. Because I'm so trying to focus on doing figure work that while I can do my best to answer questions about the figure and like why I'm doing what I'm doing, it's not like, I'm not going to give the most verbose answers that I would normally give. This is my first time seeing the new model. It looks great. Thank you. Are you full of joy and whimsy? Who's your favorite pony? Like My Little Pony? Personally, I like Fluttershy and Applejack. Bracelet making is always nice to do. Yeah. Andy Warhol gifted my grandfather a print of Monroe, and I just got inherited. How do I sell it? That's a crazy thing to open up with. I have no idea. I would go to a museum, maybe? I don't personally work in art dealing. I am not Red Animal Crossing. That's such a funny opening. Yeah, I was gonna say go to a museum. Go to the Pawn Stars. Yeah, I mean, that would also work. You say museum interesting? What do you mean? What do you realize everyone's saying? I like how you say museum. That's just the word. Please. Avoid pawn shops like the plague. Hope this doesn't come off as rude. What exactly are you practicing with this figure study? Are you practicing like Shadow? I'm literally just getting my reps in. Anti-PCAT said it best. Sometimes you aren't practicing something specifically. You're literally just trying to brush off dust from your skills. Like, I don't do figure studies to exactly practice something. I just look at a pose and then go like, okay, I need to be sure that I can draw that, and then I go and do it. And it's not rude, don't worry. I'm just saying, like, as you are an artist and you do more art, sometimes there's not actually something that you're intending to practice. You're just doing reps to make sure you're not getting rusty. Which clearly I was, because this beat my ass for like a whole hour straight before I even got something that looked like mildly like the actual pose. Museum. That's so sad. I like museum. Maybe I should start doing that. Like, genuinely, I can't recommend it enough. Okay, so, and this is not even singling you out, because this is something, like I said, Pika literally got asked this so many times that she made a whole post about it, and I was like, oh my god, you put it into words, thank you. I think that there's this thing with, like, a lot of younger artists, and I know why it happens, so you have to hear me out. You have to, like, listen to my whole spiel. I think there's this thing with a lot of younger or newer artists where when they start drawing, they want every single drill and every single exercise that they're doing to have, like, a very explicit, like, exact purpose. Like, they want to know what it's doing, they want to know how it's going to make them better at art, and they want to know why they're doing it, and, like, if it's even worth their time to do. And I think this comes from the fact that, like, people are always on this, like, beeline towards making their skills as hireable and as marketable as possible, because they want to improve as quickly as possible. But the reality of things is, unfortunately, you don't actually get better at art by just doing what will make you better at art. You get better at art by doing art that you enjoy to do, and also by just vibing. Like, you literally just have to, like, chill and enjoy the process. It can't always be about the end result of, like, okay, now I know how to draw rib cages. It's still good to study. Don't get me wrong. Like, you are going to need those, like, times when you get your studies in, you, like, you know, make notes, you, like, try to see exactly what you're learning from this specific exercise. But then other times you do just have to vibe. Like, you can't always just, like, be gunning for it every single day, every single thing you draw. Because, you know, you don't really know what you need to learn unless you're actively practicing and drawing for more than just the studies. Plus, you literally have to sleep on it. Sleep is so critical for cementing new. Oh, absolutely it is. If you study too much, you'll forget how to have fun. And also, I think that it, like, creates this pressure that, like, you need to constantly be improving, when in reality, like, improvement is not linear. And sometimes you need to, like, let things cook for a bit. Like, let your accrued skills cook for a bit before they start to show in your work. And practice them. I guess it's a task mostly based off getting your brain out of the space of this has to look perfect like how I see it in my brain. Absolutely. I like to think about it like an EXP bar in a video game that I'm grinding for. That works. Because, like, it's not, you can't just do the boss fights in a video game and then expect to be good for the game. In a well-balanced game, mind you. But, like, that's kind of how it is with art, too. Like, you can't just do the drills and, like, hope. You can't just do, like, one iteration of the drill and then be like, okay, I'm done, I know how to draw this now, because that's not how it works. Actually, that's something that I find I see a lot with, like, artists, is that they will do an exercise or a drill once, like, one time, and then they're like, okay, I know it now, I'm done. And it's like, Well, no. The reason that you are just taught that is so that you can go practice it on your own and apply that over and over again to different things that you draw in the future. You're never going to stop doing that. Like, for example, doing color swatch practice. You don't do that one time and then no colors. You're going to do that over and over again while you're building color palettes for pieces. So it's good to get out of the mentality of like every thing you do art-wise has to have an explicit and exact purpose. Sometimes you're just doing it to make sure you stay sharp. I usually only draw for my own entertainment. That's perfectly fine. No, and honestly, like, the only reason that I encourage people to do drills and stuff if you are a hobbyist is because then you can do your hobby more accurately. So, like, let's say you're someone that just makes, like, Warrior Cat AMVs for fun. If you like making Warrior Cat AMVs, you don't ever really want to do it as your job, that's perfectly fine. Let's say you want to study colors, though, so that you can make those Warrior Cat AMVs better. That's not, like, you don't have to, like, die and, like, hit the nail to the grindstone just so you can get colors perfect every single time. It's just learning the skills that you want to learn to do what you want to do better. Yeah, I need constant refreshers. There's so much to know and think about. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and you'll never stop needing reference. That's another, like, thing that's just a lie. Like, if there are sometimes poses that I can do perfectly fine off the top of my head, and then there are things that I need to look up reference for and get, like, multiple references, and even still I'm gonna struggle with it. That's just the reality of, like, being a human being, I think. You have only limited storage space in your brain computer. I appreciate this knowledge. I'm pretty slow, but I shouldn't be harsh. Please don't be harsh on yourself, please. Being harsh on yourself is how we lose artists before they even get off the ground. Like, it's the thing that breaks my heart so much, is seeing how, like, hard people can be on their own skills. What if my goal is just to get into a position where I can chill and draw and be satisfied without getting stuck? That's where practicing and learning new things constantly is going to help you. Because the not getting stuck comes from knowing what's sticking you to begin with. And you don't know that unless you learn anything and everything that you can. However, one way of doing, like, a good balance of, like, learn new skill, then apply it, is to try to practice something and then try to make a piece with the information that you just absorbed. And then if it looks bad, go back to the drawing board and be like, okay, what do I not know how to do? Why is this not coming out the way I want it to? Well, cool. Thank you, Robin Stars. No matter how well you think you know hands, you never know them. Eyeball, I'm so glad you said that, because literally the last drill stream that we did was doing hands. I'm not kidding. At least once or twice a year, I will do a day where I just draw hands, like, all day. It doesn't matter how many times I've done this exact drill. I will do a hands day over and over again. And the thing is, I get better every single time. I have, like, multiple years back worth of my hand drill days, and they still get better. Does that chill period ever come? I feel like standards are also endlessly growing. It ebbs and flows. So some days I'm really happy with my art. I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to draw. I'm cooking. And then some days I sit down to draw and it feels like I want to, like, smash my head into the desk because I'm like, everything I'm drawing looks like dog shit. What's wrong? And that's usually where I start doing studies. Because if it's like, if I am at the point where I'm frustrated with what I'm able to create, that means I need to learn how to do new things so that I can be satisfied with what I learned to create again. Ref is gone? No, don't worry, it's right here. I love your hands. Please stop being an unknowable eldritch shaped. Oh, I love you hands. I was like, my hands? You haven't even seen those. Well, you might have if you saw my clay stream. You'll see my hands on Wednesday when we do beads. Do you have a link to the image you're using? I don't. I'm sorry. It's from lineofaction. But I just downloaded them on my phone, so I do not have the links, I'm sorry. You're welcome to screenshot. I feel like the chatter who said something about being harsh on themselves, something I'm working on myself regardless of how difficult it is, and that's another one that's like a Sisyphean task. Every single time you think you've gotten better at not being harsh on yourself, you're gonna think one day, like, I'm shit at art, why am I even doing this? There are two answers to that. One, learning to cut out negative self-talk, like, at the root, like, when it starts, is hugely important. Not just for, like, the corny, like, love yourself messages, but because the more you repeat mantras of putting yourself down, the more you start to believe it, which will begin to demotivate you and make it, like, impossible for you to progress at art, because you're always going to have this, like, negative internal opinion, regardless of how much you actually materially progress. The second thing to do is have artist friends that can slap the shit out of you when you start doing that and remind you that you are actually good at art. You probably just need to go get food and drink some water. Speaking of which, thank you, All Legs No Body, for the hydrate. Alright. I hate that they keep showing the ads. Nice figure drawing. Thank you, Wanderlust. My throat just made, like, an indescribable noise when I drink water. Okay. I am gonna do the hand. I'm just gonna block it in. I'm not gonna do it, like, super crazy detailed, but you know what? I'm satisfied even if that took me, like, an hour and a half. Well, honestly, I'm being mean to myself. This is about how long I would spend on a pose in figure class anyway. Thank you to the raid from Clef de Soul. Hello. Hi, welcome in, raiders. I hope you had a lovely stream. Also, thank you for the posture check. I was leaning forward a bit. Alright, I'm leaving the hand like that. I am not touching it anymore. I'm just going to add in the shading. I study psychology for fun, and there's a question that I have. Do you think learning and understanding yourself through psychology could help learn how to be a better artist? I would say so, but I think that everyone should study psychology, like, regardless of what they do. I think if you want a skill that's helped by psychology, psychology helps you be a good writer. Because if you understand how people tick, you're going to be able to write them better. Now, part of that is also doing the field research of psychology, which is just observing people as they act naturally, not just on paper. But I do think that learning psych has helped me immensely in my own, like, satisfaction with who I am as a person, and also my own, like, ability to write other people. Finished my dinner, now it's time to figure draw with you. That's lovely. Alright, hold on. Now, on that note, I'm gonna grab my new ref. So no one send anything super... Don't highlight any messages right now. I'm gonna go grab another ref, and I'm probably gonna miss it. Hold on. I can't see where I put... Okay. Are any of you clothed? No. I think I can't even do that one because that might be... This might be too nude. Ah! It's fine. Alright, hold on. I gotta get my keyboard. Go back to line of action and get more refs. Because Twitch TOS hates me. So you hate me? Highlight. CNV, please. Jump scared highlight. Pleek. Oh, this is not the website that I used. Help. Okay. Well. I mean, it works just fine. What resource do you use to study psychology? Medical journals and papers. Alright. Only covered models. Thank you. Okay, anyone? Adult. Go. I don't want to draw a man with washboard abs. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, stop showing me a man with a six-pack. I'm gonna go crazy! Okay. I'm getting mad about it. Alright, thank god, finally an interesting pose. And it's the same model. This person eats every single time. Hold on, let's put these all in the same folder. And you could go away, and I'm gonna make you larger so that I can see you. I like that I was, like, struggling with the other one, and I'm like, you know what would be even better? A pose that's harder than that. Because I'm, like, normal and love myself. So now we have 2. If I can't finish this one, if I can finish this one before the end of stream, that'd be crazy. But I don't think I'll be able to. Fat person people, I had fat refs saved, but none of them are clothed. I cannot bring them in. Trust me, I wanted to work with bigger models, but none of them have clothing on. I can't use them in stream. I'll do it for myself. I'm gonna struggle with this one. I know it's gonna beat the hell out of me, but it's okay. It's good for me. It's literally good for my soul. It's character development. I'm sorry you keep seeing me, like, sketch shorts over them. I can't censor them because I need to see the bodies to draw them. Also because I think that they're, like, still technically not clothed enough for Twitch. How about off stream you draw underwear on top in black? Just because underwear is still banned by Twitch TOS, like, even this is considered risque because there's midriff. If you check the Twitch TOS, yeah, it's crazy. Technically, you're not allowed to show bare hips. It's because, like, they said artistic nudity, and then a lot of people were, like, really pushing it with, like, what was allowed, so they like, went way harder with the TOS afterwards. Hip too sexy. Literally, they're like, you can't. You can't show anything. How do you guys manage to post art often? I'm a smaller artist, and the hashtags, the text just discourage me. I have 20 different pieces that I haven't posted. Do you mean, like, the amount of stuff that's in the hashtags discourages you? I don't know, usually I just post and I don't look. Guess we got a clothed Critter then. You joke, you jest, but Critter had another model that I was gonna use that I actually had to not use because it had, like, hip dips that I was worried would be considered nudity for Twitch. So the Critter model that we are using right now is technically V2. It's not actually the first model that we made. It's true. We never got it into VTube Studio because that's when this whole rule, like, rolled out, and I was like, it was like, it looked too humanoid, so I was like, I have to make a more chibi, because people joke about, like, the Sanrioification of Critter, but, like, it was on purpose, because we were scared it would get flagged for nudity. Dark Twitch, show me the forbidden Critter. I could literally pull it up really quick, because I don't think that just having it on screen briefly will be a problem. It's like, if it were there over and over again, it could run the risk of getting us in trouble. Actually, no, I can't, because it's not on this computer. I lied. It was also ugly. That was also part of why we didn't use it. It looked ugly and not cute. Okay, hold on. I'm sure it was very cute. No. It was not. It was not cute at all. Can we see it on social media? I have posted before on social media, but, like, I can just grab it for a stream tomorrow, honestly. For Lies Island, help! Why am I being called Lies? It was a bit uncanny. I'm telling you, Lexicon can vouch. You've been here, you know. It was scary looking. It didn't have the cute charm that Critter currently has. It was too in between being a monster and being, like, cute. So it just came off scary. Okay, wait. I actually think that this is, like, too far over. We'll stream tomorrow. I'm getting spoiled. Oh yeah, there's stream 5 days a week, my friend. I streams Monday through Friday every single week. Wednesday, we're going to be doing a candy making stream. Not candy like the eat candy, but candy like candy bracelets. because I'm going to FurCon this summer, and I wanted to have bracelets to give out to people. So I'm going to start making them every so often. It kind of looked like a dinosaur. Did it? Should I stop restricting myself from looking at nude models? I mean, yes. I don't... Is there... Unless you're, like, uncomfortable with the nudity, but, like, I don't know. It's just people. When I did figure studies in school, we worked with nude models. And I find that it helps you because, like, clothes really block a lot of the information that you need to get the human figure, like, understanding of the human figure. The stream got me to actually sit down and draw after an entire day of struggling. Now I'm on the third portrait I was avoiding. Thanks for being so chill. Oh my god, Squid Max, that makes all of my suffering worth it. I'm so glad. I'm glad that I helped you draw, because even though the poses have been beating my ass, anytime I hear that I was able to help people get art done, it makes it worth it. I'm also under tornado watch. Oh god, please stay safe. Honestly, I would get somewhere, like, not above ground. Why am I hearing Super Mario Kart music in the background? I feel old enough as it is. I just like listening to Nintendo music while I draw. Clothes do block off a lot of body shape, which is why I like to add baggy clothes to hide my lack of anatomy knowledge. What I'll say is that, you can... Sorry, the lips are sloping in way too much. I also have the head going too much. Alright, hold on. Just get rid of the head. Get out of here. We'll come back to that. All that to say, it's never too late to start. And it's also okay to be really bad. Sometimes you might be drawing figure for years and still be bad at it. And then you draw for a few hours and you're like, oh, never mind, I'm good again. I've been wondering what you use for your animations on stream. They're so cute. Actually, I missed the old one. Oh no! You don't like the VTuber critter? Well, I use Clip Studio Paint to do the animations, and I made... Oh god, I completely screwed up the body. Alright, hold on. Get out of here, Renan. Every pony, every critter, every bark. Should I chew my spearmint gum or my peppermint gum? Are they the same thing? My god, I, like, totally borked the body. You gotta be bad at something to get sort of good at something? Oh, absolutely. Do you do any figure drawing with musculature study in mind? I love doing it, but I can never figure out just right references. No, I don't like muscles. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I prefer drawing body fat and, like... I'm a fake figure studies fan. I don't like muscles. I think that they're kind of scary. That's one of the reasons every time they show me, like, a super muscular guy, I'm like, get out of here! But anyway, yeah. You gotta suck at something, like, a bit. The way that Lemmy draws muscles, I like that. I don't know what the difference is. Lemmy draws muscles and they look cool. I don't want to see, like, the six-pack shredded guy. I'm like, ugh. I think Spearmint is stronger? Interesting. I didn't know that. Sad ant with bindle, muscle lever. No, Lemmy, you didn't hear. I like how you draw muscles. I think you draw them like... Bro, I'm like getting my ass beat. I really gotta do the structural drawing underneath this. Okay. Like, we're getting pretty much flat back here. Oh, Sleepy Woo, thank you for the raid. OMG, yay! I do. I do like how you draw them. And then... This is, like, almost perfectly straight. Why did I pick this pose? I was already struggling with just a basic standing pose. It's fine. Hello! Do you mean muscles scare you and a drawing scares them away? Or oh, I just don't like how they look. Like, would I draw the... I've drawn, like, Superman before. Like, I've done, like, the super cartoonishly, comically large, like, muscular guy for commissions before and for work. That's fine. Do I like how they look? No. I actually think that Superman should be kind of chubby. My evil rock opinion is that Superman should be kind of chubby. I think I drew the legs too big. Muscle's not bad, but I don't like too much of it. Honestly, I think seeing a muscly guy is semi-disturbing. Hello? Base department? I'm sorry, he's a country boy. He's well fed. His family loves him and they're giving him like apple pie. You like the Superman version that looks like your boyfriend? I have never once strayed. I am God's most faithful beast. Literally. You get it. You understand me. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. But this is gonna look good when it's done! Ah, I'm scared. Help. Okay, it's fine. I just have to draw the pad of the foot, and like, once that's done, this becomes much more manageable. Right? Zoinks! Critter has a type in its forest, yeah. Isn't it better? Isn't learning muscles better for learning anatomy than to be stylized? Than be able to be stylized better? No idea. I just learn the block shapes. Chubby man? Country boy? Oh, like Clark Kent is from the country. I mean, like, technically he's not. He's from, like, Krypton, but, like, he was raised in the country and then he moves to Metropolis. So I'm saying that guy eats. He would be a little chubby. Alright, hold on. Evil squint. Like, the feet, actually, ironically, I got the feet so much faster on this one than the other one. The legs are still like, nah, they could be better. The upper body is actually what's killing me. The reason why you probably like when I draw muscles is that I don't draw shriveled abs. You don't! You actually give people body fat! It makes me crazy! It makes me crazy! Sorry, I was looking for OBS. It was hiding behind my computer. Practical strength doesn't always mean aesthetic strength. Exactly! That's what I'm saying! Oh my god, you guys need to look... You need to look at weightlifters. A lot of weightlifters are not, like, shredded. Actually, it's bad for them to be... Well, okay, it depends. Like, if they're trying to go for, like, a lightweight class, then yeah, but, like, a lot of, like, bodybuilders are not shredded. They're, like, actually kind of bigger people. No, I minused out OBS. You draw with a mouse? Oh god, no, I don't. I draw with a tablet, but like one of the plug-in like USB tablets. I used to draw with a mouse. Now that the scarf is 3D, I want to buy it. I've actually wanted to make the scarf. If I was gonna learn how to like sew anything, I would really like to try and make Critter's scarf. Also look up shot putters, absolutely. Feeling appreciated with the strong chubby talk. Salutes. You don't even get it. You don't even get I'm crazy. I love the human form. Making your own character's clothing is always a fun idea. Oh, like in real life. Hold on. I want to show the skitty. Look at the skitty Lemmy drew! It's cute. It's nice to hear the blatant love of fatter bodies, especially with the rise in fat phobia again. You will always get that here. I'm sorry. I'm sick of it. I did not fight 5,000 years in the eating disorder gulag just to like... Sorry, I was itching my eyeball. I love like when my model freaks out. For me to not be like everyone's biggest defender. I love this skitty, though. Sorry, I had to keep coming back to look at it. I love how you draw cats. You actually... What's funny is that you draw mammals like someone that loves mammals, even though I know you don't actually like mammals that much. You, like, actually care to know what they look like, which is so refreshing. As someone that does love cats. Oh, my hands. Finished a 30-minute line of action, animal practice, and practice drawing. What should I work on next? Could either do hand gestures. Do hands. Always do hands. It's scary, but it's worth it. It's worth the while. Okay, the head is really, like, beating my ass terribly. A message to all trans people: you need to eat fats for your body to redistribute for the hormones. That's absolutely true. Keep telling my husband we need to get fat because he's going to turn into a bag of bones with his metabolism. The secret is to eat food that you love and also begin to enjoy. Cook your vegetables in oil. Cook your vegetables in oil. And I don't know. I don't actually have any advice. Burger. How good is your Sona at fighting? Bad. Gonna die. Would lose a fight immediately. It's literally a weasel. That thing's gonna run away. American moment. I'm sorry! Lemmy, you asked me for help how to bulk up, and I said the exact goddamn thing. What do you want me to say? I don't know. Burger. I don't eat meat. Well, I do eat meat, but not like the way that most people eat meat. What do trans masks eat? Burger? I don't know. Also, burger. The burger's not gendered. There's no burger gender. Oh my god. Why am I doing figure studies? Non-binary burger. Can I have the... No, I can't do it. I don't even know what the TikTok is. Explaining neo-genders to an American. So imagine a burger gender! Please! There is now. Would Critter run away from a fight and then stumble on its face? Maybe, and then like kind of like squish up. Okay, I'm turning my friend into a shrew and I'm gonna send it in the Discord. Is it okay if I ask chat to look and judge and suggest ideas? I was gonna say you're welcome to. I will not see as I am not in the Discord, but I hope that you get the suggestions you seek. Okay. Like, okay, it's like... Many of the trans masks I know like to eat paper as a child. Not enough calories to suggest it here. Remind yourself the hamburgers of Kazura Miller. The burger is a perfectly balanced meal. You have meat, veggies, and then bread. It is perfection. My favorite, personally, is the breakfast sandwich. And do I have a Discord? Yes, if you do !Discord, it's not mine, it is the fan-run Discord, but it is where all of the minnows are, off-stream. I won't ask what way Critter eats meat. Oh, I just don't eat it a lot. Like, I really do not eat meat. It's like a treat. I think the most of meat that I eat is like bacon, and even then I only have that like on days where I'm eating it as a treat. I very rarely eat chicken. My philosophy with meat, and I think I've said it on stream before, I grew up on a farm. I won't eat anything that I wouldn't personally be able to butcher, just because I don't want to eat anything I couldn't do myself. I don't know. It's just like a personal mentality. You know what? I don't expect anyone else to follow it. I eat fish because like I can fish and I know how to prepare fish easy. How do you get your iron? I eat a lot of spinach. I really like spinach. I like mushrooms. I like salmon. Like I eat a ton of seafood. But again, that's because I could actually butcher seafood. I also do that. For me, it feels like a respect thing to the animal. Like, if I couldn't look an animal in the eyes and like kill it myself, I should not be eating it. It feels disrespectful. Like, it feels like I'm disconnected with the food that I'm eating. Was growing up on a farm fun? No. I mean, I love animals. But you become kind of like an alien child to the people around you, because while other kids are like attached to cute like little animals, you don't have like a very strong concept. You don't react to death the same way that other people do. So like when someone's like talking about like eating chickens or ducks, everyone else is like horrified, and I'm just sitting there like, well, yeah, just a regular Sunday. I love spinach. I love spinach. If you cook that in a little bit of sesame oil and garlic with soy sauce, that is a delicious treat to eat. have some white rice on the side, it will treat you kindly. I've also started doing, like, well, not I haven't, but, like, my boyfriend and I will do, like, spinach breakfast wraps. I do this too. It's just that I can butcher anything. I believe you. Lemmy is, like, one of the most explorative meat eaters ever. You should read Silver Spoon, set in an agricultural school, and is by the author of Fullmetal Alchemist. Interesting! I will have to check that out. I do like Fullmetal Alchemist. Says guy who has never finished Fullmetal Alchemist, but I like the art. Alright. Also, is the music still going? Hold on. It looks like it is. I keep closing OBS, though. Okay, spinach. That spinach sounds good as fuck. Oh, it is. It's delicious. It basically just tastes like salty noodles. And it gets you... You can... Because you wilt it in the pan, you can eat, like, so much of it that you don't even notice you're eating. I'm captivated by the dancing weasel. That's me! Thank you. I'm glad you like my little dancey dance. I refuse to eat baby animals. Oh, I'm the same. I couldn't butcher a baby animal. I think I would cry. So you and I are in the same boat there. Okay, I actually got this one without needing to do a top layer drawing. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better than I expected for a pose like this. Now I can do the hair. Critter is a weasel. It is a cat, snake, shark, weasel thing. It's a little bit of everything. Sorry, I really like the little curls around her head are cute. I think I made the hairline too far back though. And her head's a little more rounded than I drew it. Which part is shark? The head shape, among other things. Alright. I think I made the nose too long, too. Her nose bridge is not that long. She actually has, like, a shorter nose bridge. It still goes out a bit, though. As a noodle fiend, I am insulted. What? By saying spinach can taste like noodles? If you like salty noodles if you do it right? It's like you don't get the carbs of it, but it does have the same texture. Why is there an X on the back? It's actually the straps of the top that the person's wearing. That's not like a drawn X. That's like the top itself, which I actually probably should draw for the purposes of laying things out. I think I drew her shoulders too big. Or like the upper body is a bit too big. I might resize it. It's so red I thought it was drawn. I think it's just because of the lighting. It makes it look like it's like reverberating. But I think I also drew the head too big, so I'm gonna cheat just a little bit. Okay. Not the worst is... Why did I sound like Golem? Nice art? Thank you! Wait, King Godzilla, look, we did this one before. This is a much better representation of what I'm capable of doing. This is the one that's been beating me up for like the last 30 minutes. Alright. So now we do the shadows. That one went much faster. I don't know if it was just because I was properly warmed up, if it's because I wasn't overstimulated anymore, who knows. Did I do the hair? No, okay, I did the hair like plain shading, that's okay. Philadelphia room's open in 2 days? Oh, thank God. Wait, hello? Okay. I emailed the staff about it and I heard back, so I was like, okay, I know they're opening soon, but I'm glad that they are actually opening. Captions are frozen? Ooh, let me fix that for you. Sometimes they freeze just like super randomly. I don't know why. But I can always fix that. It's pretty easy. It's just as simple as like turning them on and off again. Literally turning them on and off again. Okay. Get the plane at the shoulder. That goes back a little bit. This is the part where I'm like, I don't know. Anime recommendations, do it yourself. Oh, hey, I've actually heard about that one. I've heard that that's really cute. Also, Cupcats, thank you for the resub. Oh my god, I'm gonna need a 2-year badge soon, which is insane to think. I mean, not soon, but like, I just didn't think I was gonna need one at any time. Okay. And then I think that should be a complete circuit, so... Well, that was a bit goofy of me. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Okay, well, hold on. Any tips for art? Yes, I have a YouTube channel for that. Drink? Okay, I'm sorry. If you check and do !YouTube, I do tutorials on different art things that people ask me. Can I ask you what made you decide on the name Four-Leaf Island? Yes. I was playing Animal Crossing, and I named my island Four-Leaf because when I was a kid, I named my New Leaf files town Twin Leaf after the Pokemon town. So I was like, well, I can't name it Twin Leaf again because that's already a place. So I decided to name the new one Four Leaf because instead of 2, it's 4. And so Four-Leaf Island was born of my Animal Crossing island. A lot of things came out of my Animal Crossing playthrough, honestly. Alright, let's see. I like super did not do the shoulders accurately, but that's okay. Goat has heart of my goat, my life is made. Just discovered your Critter Breakdown playlist. I need to watch it ASAP. I am hopefully going to be adding more to it soon. I have a Pokemon from Memory video that I gotta record an intro for. I keep saying that, but then I keep getting other things and like tasks that I gotta get done. But once that's up, I do have a color criticisms thing that I'm going to be putting up, which is basically like people asked me help with their colors, and I gave them the help with their colors. Okay, that feels good. Honestly, though, I'm gonna just do one of these bad guys. Quadruple Leaf Island. Back of the hand is not drawn accurately to the ref. Thog don't care. Thog is actually quite hungry. Because of the technical difficulties, I didn't get to eat my dinner. Sad. I named my island Twin Leaf too. Salute. Salutes. Favorite kind of noodle? Mine's bow tie. I actually really like udon. I would have said ramen like about 4 months ago, but then I started eating udon noodles. I'm like, actually, these are good. I like the thicker shape. You should eat food. I will. I just gotta finish my stuff. I don't eat on stream. I hate eating ASMR noises. It's a nightmare to edit out. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll finish. Besides, there's nothing that I can even make fast enough to actually like properly eat while stream is going. So I will finish stream and then go eat. If I mute, then it's not. You're just sitting here and watching me draw silently. That's so sad. Okay. Also, the thing that's gonna be funny is like I don't know how to do. I guess I just colored in the pants in full in the other one, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I wish there was udon place where I live. There's like a Asian grocer near us that we get our food from. That would be a vibe, methinks. one day could full... I'm not doing a mukbang, please. H Mart? Actually, no. It's a local place, but I do like H Mart too. We used to go to H Mart before we moved, and now there's like... The closest H Mart is like an hour and 30 minutes away from us, and it's like, okay. We must suffer, I guess. The minnows will just talk to themselves. Alright, wait. They don't love you like I love you. Wait. They don't love you like I love you. Luckily, this one is like almost done. I don't know if I'll end stream after this one. Honestly, I might just call it so I can go get something to eat. What AC game was the original Four-Leaf Island made? On Animal Crossing New Horizons. So it hasn't been my username for that long, because all of the other ones were towns. Honestly, if I had made my username years ago, you probably would have gotten Four-Leaf Town or Four-Leaf City, which is kind of funny to think, like how it's changed because of the specific Animal Crossing game that my username came from. I think that's all. There's like a little... Remember, around 17 milliliters of human blood can substitute for an egg in baking. Until we meet again. Thank you, Rosie Afton. I didn't need or want to know that, but I'm fascinated by it. Definitely go eat if you need to. Self-care is important. Thank you. And do you like Ghibli? I've been drawing some of the thumbnails. Oh yeah, I absolutely love Ghibli. I think that's good for tonight. 2 figure drawings is pretty good. And now I can switch off to chatting really quick. Anyway, hi. I was gonna do another pose, but I was like, honestly, I am getting hungry. Also, I'm scared my stomach's gonna start growling, because anytime I haven't eaten for a while on stream, it starts making, like, horrible growling noises. Your full form unlocked. I mean, I've been this way the whole time. Oh, the scene transition, thank you. There's a lot of cute stuff, in the stream, like, I don't know, like in the stream scene changes and stuff that you'll get to see. But anyway, thank you so much for coming. Tomorrow we will be doing work art, which will probably just be drawing Critter's new outfit for the summer splashdown, as well as a few other, like, panels, assets, that sort of stuff, thumbnails. And that's about it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming. I'll see you tomorrow. And ciao.